Hey, what's up? It's Richie from Boston. Today's the 25th of July, 2017. And one of my subscribers, Kevin KG, sent me this story last night, and I just got to it this morning. So apparently it didn't take very long for this idea to make its way over to the United States, because we showed you last year that I believe it was in Sweden or in Germany, a company had put rice-sized microchips in their employees, which made it easier for them to open doors and get snacks from the break room and such. Well, apparently it's here. A Wisconsin company, technology company, of course, is offering its employees microchip implants that can be used to scan into the building and purchase food at work. Whether or not to get a chip is up to the employee to decide. 3 square market. 3 squared. Think about that. 3 squared, right?
Nothing to do with 666, right? Hey, Richie, let me jump in here for just a minute. Chris Johnson with Off the Grid and Celitis Radio. Let me play this clip just a few minutes afterwards, but this is how this stuff all starts. You see how they slowly dwindle it in? 3 square vending machines at your job, and you can hear the guy, oh, well, this won't track the employee, right? But you do have access in and out of the doors. You do have access to log on to the computers. But yeah, it won't track the employee. This is how it starts. Let's go to that clip.
If you go into your employee break room at work, odds are you have vending machines to grab snacks or drinks, but a Wisconsin company called 3 Square Market is trying to replace vending machines with micro markets. In other words, turning your break room into a mini convenience store with a self-checkout kiosk. So far, this company has about 20,000 of these things spread across the world. But here's the big story. The company is now the first in the U.S. to offer its employees microchip implants the size of maybe a grain of rice. It's implanted between your thumb and your forefinger, you know, in that skin right there. And once you get the implant, you can use it to pay for the stuff you buy in the micro market. So instead of scanning your iPhone or your phone, your smartphone, your credit card, you just scan your hand. 3 Square Market says the program is not mandatory, but they do expect around 50 of their employees to get the implants, and apparently the chip can also be used to gain access to the building and to log into the company's computers, but not to keep tabs on employees. Listen.
So if I'm one of your employees and I've got this chip in my hand, you won't know, hey, Josh is slacking off. I can tell because I'm reading this chip?
No, there's no GPS tracking at all.
So where have we heard this before?
Yeah, experts say it won't be long until microchips are used as passports, driver's licenses, even to pay for things like public transportation. The chips being used by 3 Square Market were actually developed by a company out of Sweden.
Okay, so this is how they slowly dwindle this in. See, it's not conspiracy theory anymore. RFID chip, it starts and it's coming and it's pretty much here. This is based out of Wisconsin. They're starting this. So honestly, it's just a matter of time. And there'll be people lining up. Oh, yeah, I think it's great. It's so convenient. Oh, I don't have to worry about carrying my badge anymore. It's just so convenient to do this. I don't have to carry cash on me. Do you hear that? This is how they do it.
A company that provides technology for break room or micro markets has over 50 employees who plan to have the devices implanted. The tiny chip, which uses RFID or radio frequency identification, can be implanted between the thumb and forefinger within seconds, according to a statement from the company. The company's based in Wisconsin, envisions the rice-sized microchip allowing employees to easily pay for items, because paying for items is incredibly difficult and complicated. Access the building and their computers, all with the scan of the hand. We foresee the use of RFID technology to drive everything from making purchases in our office's break room, opening doors, to the use of copy machines and logging in. Because all of those things are so incredibly complicated when the entire workforce is medicated, vaccinated, and fluoridated. But I digress. Eventually, this technology will become standardized, allowing you to use this as a passport, Public transit and all purchasing opportunities. See, now we've been talking about this. This whole meme's been going around YouTube for years and years and years, and it seems that they backed off of it for a while because it appeared too many people were paying attention. And then the entire story came out again that, oh, that couldn't possibly be it. And I've been one to say that. I have specifically said that myself, that too many people knew about it. It was going to go away. But right here in this story, they show it all over again. This technology will become standardized, allowing you to use this as a passport, public transit, and all purchasing opportunities, etc. And while microchipping employees may sound like something from a horror film, the company is partnering with Swedish company Biohacks International, which has already chipped many employees. That was the one I was alluding to at the beginning of this. Employees are not required to get the microchips, and Westby told the station there is no GPS tracking. Well, then there you go. At any rate, I'll leave you links in the description. Richie from Boston. Like, share, subscribe, or don't. I'm out.